In Search of Soil.
Can you talk about the importance of soil macrofauna and maybe even start out saying, define what is macrofauna? Because I think people take macrofauna in the soil for granted and microfauna get all the credit and all kind of the popularity.
Yeah, so the scientific definition of microfauna is animals below 100 microns. 1 micron is 1 million of a meter. And for mesofauna, we define organisms between 100 and 100 meters, microns, and 2 millimeters. For macrofauna, we can imagine earthworms, for example, or insects. We define animals, soil animals, from 2 millimeters to 20 millimeters. And then we have megafauna, the animals that are visible, the more evident animals that are above 20 millimeters. And in addition, we have another definition, very common to find, is microflora. It is scientifically is quite wrong because it's not a flora, they are not plants, but they are bacteria and fungi. And so we have these four components that work all together in the soil. So we can see the soil, we should imagine the soil not from only a productive point of view, but under an holistic vision. So the holistic vision, there are several researchers, recent researchers, that explore the soil not only from a mineral point of view, but also from a biological point of view. In a soil, there are minerals, there are organic matter, there is organic matter, there are animals, there are bacteria, there are fungi, there are microorganisms, and of course there are also pores filled with water and air. So soil is a living system. It is not something dead. It is not something where organic matter only decomposes, but it is something alive. And if we imagine that 25% of soil of biodiversity is in the soil, 25, 1/4 of biodiversity is in the soil. And most of this biodiversity is not known at all. If we imagine that ants constitute the 10% of the biomass of all animals altogether, we can have an idea of the importance of soil from a biological point of view. Of course, from a scientific point of view, soils can be considered as soils, even if there is no life in them. We talk about soils from Mars, for example, for planets, soils from deserts, where there is no life or there is little life. But in most of the cases, soils are alive. There is a cooperation between microorganisms, plant roots, animals, and so fauna, and that work all together in soil composition.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out some of the great clips and watch the full interviews right here on In Search of Soil.